Damn, Pops. Where have you been? You've been missing in action on YouTube all summer.
Well, a lot's been going on.
Well, where's that Book of the Law video you keep promising?
That'll have to wait. This video here is going to be about something else.
Yeah, well, what else?
About something else.
Hey YouTube, happy Lunasa or Lamas or whatever you want to call it. Very belated happy Lunasa. It's usually commemorated on August 1st and I completely blew this. It's supposed to be about the harvest and I try to do a video during all the Wiccan holidays. I also wish to express concern and sympathy for the drought-ridden areas of the country. It's really bad this year. It's going to affect farmers and consumers alike. It's really very harsh. It's owing to climate change. Climate change is going to make these kinds of cycles a lot more characteristic in the times ahead than anyone has any clue to. And it is man-made, or enough of it is man-made, that the United States and China can do a lot more than they are doing, okay? It's just not happening. So I've been very busy with this book here. I'm doing a major video project with somebody that I call Moriarty, and it's about the Hypnerotomachia Poliphili. I don't know if you've heard of it. Here's some pictures from it while I'm talking. Moriarty sees the Poliphili as probably the earliest instance of what arguably could be considered a Luciferian document, an occult Luciferian document that's playing off of a lot of architectural and alchemical and sexual metaphors. Now, woodcuts are usually pretty uninteresting. These are not very interesting woodcuts. You have to know what the context is to take any interest in the Hypnerotomachia Poliphili, and the pictures have a lot to do with the whole enigma of the book. But imagine doing a presentation where there's a touch of color enters the woodcuts, and the foreground becomes three-dimensional and moves around a little, and it's all narrated by a British woman with a classy, posh British accent, you know, and it's just like, it's very hard for me to go back to a humble Lucifer formatted video when I've had, you know, we're coming into the last post-production stages of something we've done that's got all of this going for it, all this high-tech stuff and a classy narrator, and oh wow, you know, it's just a feeling of like doing something for National Geographic or something. It's really been cool. But I will get back to the Crowley video. I know most of you don't have very much enthusiasm for Crowley. You want me to talk about Jeff and Beelzebub's tales to his grandson. The thing is, I already did the audio for the Crowley video I want to do. It's voiced to the Lucifer persona, and I just don't have the time to do the Lucifer formatted type video the way I want it to be done for this particular video, where I introduce a cipher to the Book of the Law. I mean, it's a big deal for me to do that. And, you know, I've never completed the cipher that I have for Beelzebub's Tales to his grandson. And, well, why not complete that theme in doing a webcam? Webcams are easier, they go faster, and it's less time consuming. So, for now, as long as I'm as busy as I am, I'll switch over to Beelzebub. And over the next couple of weeks, I'll do a warm-up video, and then I'll get on to the key to Beelzebub and complete that and do right by that finally. Now, be honest. This is a bad photo, and if you didn't know who it was, you'd say, "Who's the geek?" And even if you do know who it is, a lot of you are going to say, "Well, look at the geek." Okay, it's G.I. Gurdjieff, however. So some people, hardcore admirers, are going to say, "Oh wow, even in a bad public document picture, a passport picture, look at the stillness, look at the penetrating eyes." The rest of us see a guy who looks like a zombie, with a funny mustache, bald eagle, vulture. It's all in the eye of the beholder. Now, a student of Gurdjieff who is that defensive of Gurdjieff and sees what they see and that's all they see, that is not a true student. That is a true fan. And the word fan is short for fanatic. Okay? Now, I'm going to say to the rest of you who are not fanatics, okay, that if you are rational, you understand that some guy in Southern California, such as myself, who's going through the cipher of this book and sorting it out and saying, yeah, this is how it's put together, and there's a process implied in this, and if you go with that process, I think you're in deep in the core of the teaching here, and maybe you'll be getting someplace sooner or later. Okay? But there's a big, huge difference between sorting through the mechanics of the cipher and claiming to be the living embodiment of the dynamics that the mechanics are meant to engineer you toward. Okay? These are two distinct realms, two distinct ways of seeing things. Sorting through the mechanics is something anybody with a background in the occult can do, as long as they understand G's influences. It's no big deal. And it's embarrassing and even shameful that it's been generation after generation of Gurdjieffians, and they have yet to even scratch the surface of the book. Why? Because there has been an excess of fans and a real shortage of real students.